Hi team, this is Anna here, makeup teacher and creator specifically for people with hooded eyes. And today we are going to be talking about the new, very exciting launch from Natasha Denona, her high-gen skincare infused glow beautifier, aka the new highlighter. I think so, probably. I am super pumped to test it out. For reference, I have oily and textured skin. So if you have the same issues and you're interested how this baby looks like on textured skin, keep on watching. We will also compare all of the Natasha Denona highlighters in my collection to this little baby. And obviously you see my full face of makeup right now. I have some thoughts. Let's get into it. Okay, here's the product in all its glory. The new Natasha Denona high-gen skincare infused glow beautifier. Now in person it looks absolutely gorgeous. I ordered it off of Natasha Denona website on a pre-sale. I love to do that when I want to get the product early. Their shipping is super fast. I did use one of the codes of beauty content creators. You can use my code Anastasia 15 if you want to purchase off their website, but also if it comes to Sephora during the Sephora sale, obviously you can also use that discount. Let's talk a little bit about the product. This highlighter retails for $48, but obviously with the discount I paid probably like $40, I want to say, which is a luxury price point. But obviously Natasha Denona is a luxury brand. And also this product is not just a highlighter. It is very, very interesting and intriguing and unique. So this is going to be the high-gen skincare infused glow beautifier, an all-over face glow powder packed with skin-loving ingredients for flawless glowing skin. The thing is, this is the last product Natasha was kind of teasing when I met her last year at her event. So she talked a little bit about the Yucca eyeshadow palette that came out later that year. Then she was talking about other products, her lip liners or other new products. And this was the last one. She said that she was working on a formulation of this high-gen skin glass priming serum in a powder form. And I was so happy to see it come to life because she mentioned it. She was super excited about it. The thing about this product is that it gives you glow. It has skincare ingredients, but if you have oily skin, this is going to work on controlling your oil production and controlling the shine. I don't know how it works. It's mind-blowing. It's chemistry. It's skincare, which I know nothing about. I love that product. And so as a person with oily skin, as a person with textured skin, this is the product I still tend to love and use as a glowy prime. Obviously, I do not tend to apply it through my textured zones and through super oily zones. I use it on the outer parts for that extra glow, and I love it. As you can see, it's pretty well used in my collection. Now, this is the same thing supposedly, but in a powder form. And what is interesting, so I got the shade Light, which I'm so happy I did. There are 4 different shades, which I am so happy to see because her last launch did not have good variety of options for people with different complexions. This one has shade Light, shade Medium, shade Dark, and shade D. This is the box it comes in. It says on this box that it is clinically proven that it reduces pore visibility, increases skin hydration, and improves skin moisturization. Excuse me, reduces pore visibility. How is that possible from a glowy product? I don't know. It claims to do that. I tend to believe Natasha Denona. We're going to try it out. So one of the most unique features about this product to me is that it's not just a highlighter. You can use it in 3 different ways. First off, all over radiance. After priming with the Hygien Primer Serum and spot concealing with the High Glam Concealer, buff the Hygien Skincare Infused Glow Beautifier all over the face with a dense face brush for a fresh and radiant complexion. Obviously, the model's skin is perfect, like always, and the model is barely legal age. Just kidding. I'm gonna try that out. I am going to try that out. That is not something I feel comfortable with. That is not something I'm going to be doing every day. I know that. But I am going to try and use this new product as a primer as well, kind of underneath the foundation, I guess, as an all-over glow type of thing. The next way to use it, which is probably the way I will mostly use this, targeted highlighter. Use a highlighting brush or finger to apply the Hygien Skincare Infused Glow Beautifier to the high points of the face for a high shine glam effect. And from what I can see, it's super pigmented and super glowy. Very interesting. And then the third one is the Natasha Denona Pro Tip for a quick and easy application. Drop the Hygien Primer Serum directly into the Hygien Skincare Infused Glow Beautifier and mix together for a glass glow skin finish. How interesting. I definitely don't want to try that today, so I'm only going to try the first two. I just love how unique this brand is, how they're always one step ahead of the competitors who are still releasing regular highlighters. Even though I am not the target audience, I am not the glowy, loving girl, I still picked it up with such excitement and such happiness, and that just speaks volumes. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of a swatcheroo because I have not touched this baby yet. Feels creamy to touch, just like she said. Oh, what? Team, I did not expect this type of pigmentation. That is a highlighter. That is going to be out there. That is going to be glowy. There it is on the back of my hand. It looks spectacular, to be honest with you. I love the shade. I love that it's light, but not too icy, so it's going to match my skin tone perfectly. Impressed. So what my plan here is today, I am going to apply a little bit of the original Skygen Skin Glass as a primer, the way I typically use this product. I don't want to use it differently. I'm just gonna do my makeup like I usually do. So I'm gonna apply this on the outer parts of my face, and you can see how beautiful this is. Obviously, if your skin is perfect, this is going to look way differently, and this is a beautiful, gorgeous, luxurious product. It is one of my favorite primers. I actually recommended this one in my Sephora sale recommendations. And then I'm gonna do what I usually do, which is using a blurring primer through the center of my face because I just need that extra help with my texture, my skin, my oils, my pores. So I'm gonna do the e.l.f. Liquid Poreless Putty Primer. As you guys know, e.l.f. primers are my favorites. I think that they're the best. So I'm gonna use a little bit of this and kind of rub it through the center of my face, right through here. So basically, I am testing this new product out, but I'm using my regular techniques as a consumer of makeup, not just as a content creator. This is how I typically do my makeup, and this is how I would use a product if I just purchased it for myself, not to review it for you guys as well. I am going to kind of apply it on the higher points of my face right now before foundation application. I'm gonna go ahead and pick it up on a dense, fluffy brush, like she said. So I'm gonna use the Dips brush, their dual face brush. I'm gonna pick it up like so, and I'm going to gently apply it right through here. Honestly, with fluffy big brush like this, it does not pick up too much. It does not look too glowy, does not look too crazy, which makes me happy because I'm gonna be glowy today. I know that, and I need this makeup to stay on for a while because I'm gonna go out to the movies and finally see Dune. Last person on this planet to see this movie. Okay, I'm liking it. This is not my way to use it anyways. So to be honest with you, I don't see much of a difference. It's just a little bit more glowy than if I only applied the primer. I don't see myself using it this way, so I don't really have an emotional connection to this way. I am way more excited to put it on top of my makeup and see how it wears, how it performs as an actual highlighter. I'm not sure how I think about the making your pores appear less big type of thing. Don't know. Highlighters emphasize texture. That's what they do. There is no way that this does not look textured. So I'm not really sure about that. If there's actual ingredients in this product that with time help to minimize the visibility of the pores, then I can get behind that, but I will have to test it out over the course of at least 2 weeks. So let me go ahead and do my regular schmegular base routine, finish my makeup without any extra highlighter products, obviously, and come back here and apply that product as a highlighter. Okay, I've applied my face, eye, and lip makeup. Dare I say it looks phenomenal today. Obsessed. It is time to test this baby out as a highlighter on the higher points of my cheeks. So we're gonna apply it right through here. I'm gonna get my highlighter brush, which this is one of my favorites by Sigma E61. I am going to try and not pick up too much because I don't want to be too glowy. You guys know that I prefer just a subtle highlight, and this is beaming. This is beaming. All right, let's go ahead and try. Oh, you know what? You know what? This reminds me, oh, I need a mirror. This looks like it has little particles, little glitter particles. This kind of reminds me of the Rare Beauty highlighter, even though the formula looks super different. Like that one is baked. This one almost like a little creamy. It does emphasize my texture. There is no doubt. And every highlighter will, and we should just be real about it. It's normal. It's totally normal, and it still looks gorgeous. Honestly, what I love most is that it is not too icy, even though it's the light shade. and there's no cast. When I turn my head and look at you straight ahead, you cannot see the gray cast that typically lighter highlighters could give you. This looks phenomenal. I'm gonna apply a little bit under my brow. I'm gonna apply a tiny bit on the nose right here. Team, I think I'm loving it. I think I'm loving it. Another little thing that I do, sometimes I grab highlight with my finger and I pat a little bit, and obviously this is going to give me more opacity and this is going to give me more, oh, do you see that cheek? This is so unique. I cannot put my finger on it. It reminds me of a mix between the Rare Beauty highlighter and the Fenty Beauty Diamond little like sparkly highlighter. I don't know why, but this is what it's giving. And those are the most iconic highlighters of all time. So this being a mixture of that gets me excited. Okay, I will admit that this video might be biased. I am a huge Natasha Denona fan forever and always. This is a really good product. Even though like I'm a big fan and obviously I like most of her products, this is way more exciting than any typical highlighter would be for me. This looks luxurious. This looks gorgeous. I mean, you see it for yourself. I'm not lying when I apply a product on and I show it to you on camera. So even if you don't like Natasha Denona, which what are you doing here? Just kidding. Even then, you cannot say that this does not look gorgeous. This looks stunning. Listen, a highlighter is the least interesting product in my opinion. Like I would be way more excited about a bronzer, an eyeshadow palette definitely, but still this is really, really beautiful and really, really gorgeous. And my makeup looks so stunning today. All right, I'm gonna collect my thoughts, finish the other side for the short form content, come back and we'll do some comparisons with other Natasha Denona highlighters that I have in my collection. What do we think? All right, here's the final result. I'm telling you, I have a theory that if this highlighter by Rare Beauty and this highlighter by Fenty Beauty, if they had a baby and a little bit of more creaminess to that formula, we would get this. Now, obviously, I don't know anything about the actual ingredients in all these products, but texture-wise and finish-wise, this is what it's giving, and I love it. I absolutely love it. Honestly, I did not expect anything less, but I am way more excited about this product than I thought I would be. Let's compare it to all of my existing Natasha Denona highlighters. Gorgeous. We're going to start with the Natasha Denona Glam Face Palette because there is a highlight over here. Now this one is just a powder formula, not a cream formula, but we will still give it a try, at least color-wise. To the touch, they obviously are very different. I would say this is way more warm, the one from the face palette, rather than having more cool and pink undertone. Obviously, the formulas are different, although on the back of my hand, they look quite similar. On the cheek, because this one has more creaminess, they do look quite different. I think that there is a difference, but obviously if you're not a collector or a fan, you do not need both. Next up, we got the Love Face Palette, and here we have, I don't even know if it's the same highlight as that one. This one actually looks a little bit deeper, so probably not. This one is also powder, so we're going to swatch it. I'm going to assume that it's gonna look pretty similar to the previous one. This one is actually less warm and more gold than the first one. And it is a little bit, it has a little bit more reflection. Anyways, it has a little bit more shiny particles in my opinion than the new creamy version. I have two more Natasha Denona highlighters and they're all not single highlighters. They're a part of a cheek palette or an eye cheek palette. So this is her My Dream Cheek Trio and there's two highlighters here. This one is actually a glow cream base. So I thought it would be really interesting to compare these two cream formulas, at least because they're cream, but this feels way more creamy. Like this feels like a cream eyeshadow, like way more creamy than this one, because this is more of a cream to powder formula. But let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, this one is also more champagne-y, and this has a lot of reflection as well. Quite similar, to be honest with you, all of these look quite similar on the back of my hand. But application-wise, I just love the new one better. It just gets me more excited. Maybe because it's its own thing and it has really good marketing or really good skincare ingredients. I don't know, but let's go ahead and also swatch this baby. This is just her regular powder Dream Glow highlighter. Probably the same one as the other two we just watched. Yeah, powder highlight, quite glowy finish. Honestly, if I asked my husband, do you see any difference between these three? He would say no. So do your own research. Make sure you're very, very interested in the product and you love it. Or if you don't have a lot of highlighters in your collection, then pick it up. Me as a fan, I'm super happy I picked it up. I love it. This is like a really good highlight for me to have in my collection to pack traveling with me. I am happy, but you do your research, please. Now this one is her newest Berry Pop Cheek Trio. Obviously this is going to be very different because this is going to be very pink, but I'm still gonna swatch it, and then I'm gonna swatch the Dream Glow right next to it. But I believe that this Dream Glow is exactly the same thing as the one in the previous palette, so we're not gonna see anything crazy interesting in our lives at the moment. But I'm still gonna do it. Yeah, this is way too pink, and then this is just a powder highlight. Yes, take it with a grain of salt, everything that I'm saying, and make a decision for yourself. Obviously, if you're a collector or a fan or both like me, I think this is totally worth it to pick up this product. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I think it's very unique. There's nothing like this highlight in my collection. There is powder highlights that I am excited in my collection, and there is cream highlights in that like little tube formula that I love in my collection, but nothing quite like this. Cream to powder formula, really beautiful glow, really stunning, really subtle, or really beaming depending on how I like it. Plus some skincare ingredients that I'm gonna have to obviously work on this and try this for a couple weeks at least to see how that works and if I see any difference, especially with the pore blurring aspect that I have some questions about. Overall, I'm really happy I picked it up. I really love this. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you're picking this up on the Sephora sale. Do not forget to use my code Anastasia15 if you're not picking it up on the Sephora sale and you're just grabbing it off of the website. And I will leave everything I'm wearing on my face in the comments below. Not in the comments, in the caption, obviously in the caption, because the makeup is makeuping. Dare I say it, in love. Most of what I'm wearing on my lips is actually also Natasha Denona. So yeah, let me know your thoughts. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. I will see you in the next one. Bye.